The toughest part of fixing a roof leak is often figuring out where the water is getting in. In a lot of cases, water enters the roof at one spot but then follows gravity down to another spot before it shows up as wet insulation or a stain on the ceiling. The best way to spot a leak is to head up to the attic on a rainy day. Take along a flashlight with a good strong beam and use it to look for wetness in the insulation or on the rafters. When you have a clear day, make your way up to the roof and have a helper tap on the spot you marked in the attic. By the two of you taking turns tapping, you should be able to locate the shingles directly above the water stains. If you don't see signs of entry directly above your mark in the attic, try looking a little further up the roof. Also check dormer valleys, chimney flashing, and any gaskets around pipes and wiring. A little roofing cement can go a long way. Get more info at bobvila.com and right here at home with me, Bob Vila.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-955-8408. 800-955-8408. Don't wait. Call now. 800-955-8408. 800-955-8408.
Hooters smoked wings are marinated overnight, then hickory smoked low and slow, with only half the calories so you can eat twice as many. In fact, our smoked wings are so good, you might just come to Hooters for the food. Hooters!
It's time to celebrate at Hooters, where there's no such thing as a party of one. Hey guys, I'm Blair, your favorite bartender.
And I'm Taylor, from Hooters Riverside, Moreno Valley. And we're here to get your Mondays motivated
with our great wings and delicious menu specials.
All you can eat Tuesdays and our 10-10 Wednesdays. Buy 10 and get 10 boneless wings free.
Check out our everyday for everybody. We love everyone, kids, moms, and cute grandpas too.
And come join us for our new late night happy hour
from 9 p.m. to closing.
Because Hooters makes you happy.
Come to Hooters, where there's no such thing as a party of one. Located with the 60 and the 215 meet in Riverside, near Moreno Valley. For more info, Google Hooters Riverside.
You're listening to the WeTube radio show on KCAA NBC News Radio.
Welcome to the WeTube Radio Show with your host, Andrew Caravella and Manny Boy Sandoval. The WeTube Radio Show, where we talk everything YouTube. And now here's your host, Andrew Caravella and Manny Boy Sandoval.
What's up, everybody?
What is this? We're back in the studio.
I haven't seen Andrew for about 2 weeks.
I know.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot
Did you miss
minute.
me? You look like you missed me.
I always miss you, Manny Boy.
All right, it looked like you did, so I just wanted to bring it to everybody's attention.
Yeah. Yeah, after the show, I won't really care for you, but right now, before we started, I have missed you.
I feel like that's how everybody feels about me anyway, so it's all good.
After hanging out with you, they're like, nah, I don't need to see Manny for a minute.
Yeah, 2 weeks and I'll be good. And then I get that random text.
Did you see I went to the Teen Choice Awards?
I did not. I don't really stalk
Follow
social
my
media.
life?
Like I post stuff, but I don't necessarily keep up with everybody else's
You literally
stuff,
liked the
unfortunately.
video that I did.
You know what?
You
it probably didn't load, but there's a lot of people that I'll like their stuff without it even popping up.
Oh, you're so fake.
I'm so fake.
So fake.
I do. But everyone loves it.
Yeah, Nick,
Isn't there certain people that you do that to? Like, you don't even have to like it, but you're going to like it because it's them?
It's true. No, absolutely. Like anything my wife posts, for example, I just automatically like, because I figure if I do that, then, it stays, the household stays happy.
What's so weird is, like, I don't like Andrew, and yet I still like his stuff. I'm just kidding.
I went to the Teen Choice Awards.
Well, you worked
That's awesome.
And I got free stuff. And
what did you get?
What'd you get?
Okay, we gave it away for the TV station that I work at because I don't need it. But Razor, remember the Razor scooters?
Yes.
Well, they developed. They're not Heelys. They're like rocket-powered braces that you put on your shoes to power, like to go forward.
Okay.
Rocket power heels?
Yeah, they're like rocket powered boots. Like they have wheels on them and stuff.
Right.
They're called jets. That's it. Razor jets.
But they're actually propelled by
batteries.
Well,
wow.
Not. Yeah.
That's still kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. How fast do they go? Do you know?
Like 10 miles an hour.
That's pretty.
10
That's
to
a
15
safe speed. I
miles
think
an
that's
hour,
awesome.
And I got a crash helmet, but we gave it away in a giveaway.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would buy those. I mean, those are cool, but I don't.
Did you see BB Rexa was there, right? I seen.
Well, I went to a gifting lounge, so I just got all the free swag
and
then I left.
Oh, the gifting lounge.
I got a free trip to Colorado, 3 nights.
That's cool.
Or 3, whatever that looks like, days or nights.
When you go, you got to make sure you post some pictures so I can like you without knowing what you're actually doing.
Double tapping that. Let's see, what else did I get? I got some amethyst stoned prism thing. It's supposed to be my third eye, so it's sitting on my mantelpiece at my house.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, it's supposed to be your third eye.
Yeah, the purple amethyst represents the third eye, from what I was told. I didn't pay for any of this stuff, so I just took it,
Okay. Well, I'm sure it's a nice piece.
It is. It is.
I mean, I have no idea what any of that means, but...
Who was your favorite guest did you get to interview anybody today?
Yeah, I got to interview Noah Shinaki.
Don't know who that is.
Noah Shinaki is an upcoming recording artist. He's like Insta famous, 500,000 followers.
Okay.
He's cool. I mean, he's 21.
Did you interview anybody that you were no longer a fan of after?
Not this time.
Spill it.
Not this time, because this is my second time doing the Teen Choice
good,
Awards.
Yeah.
I did the red carpet. It's called the pink carpet now. When I did it, it was the blue carpet. They keep changing it.
Right.
But I did it back in like 2014, right before she was famous. Lindsey Sterling.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah. She is fabulous.
She's the one from that song.
Well, she's the YouTube famous, the violinist.
Right, exactly. She was also in that Charlie Puth and Fast and Furious song, which is called, I don't remember the name of it.
I don't know. Oh, you're talking about
the one with Charlie
Wiz
Puth, Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called.
See You Again, that's the one.
See You Again, that's it. Yeah, I'm thinking One Call Away over here.
So that's the one that was popping into my head too, and I'm like, no, it's not that one.
It's the same song. No, it's not. Let's see. Yeah, she was probably one of the bigger ones that we got to interview. Abby Lee Miller from Dance Moms.
Oh, right. I thought she was in jail.
She was. This was before she was in jail.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so where can we go find your interviews at?
My interview, well, if you go to my Facebook page, I reposted it from the television station.
Okay.
Just On Air Andrew, and you'll find it on Facebook,
Cool.
On Air Andrew.
I'm going to have to check it out.
Yeah. It was good. I got to eat a bunch of free food. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways.
That's exciting.
All right, well, let's get to the show today. We have some interesting articles that we found.
So yesterday was the MTV Video Music Awards.
Yes.
And surprisingly, I mean, I wasn't
there was
very
a lot
shocked
of
about
surprises.
it because I'm not a big fan of the VMAs anymore. I feel like all my favorite artists have kind of just skipped that award show in general
nowadays.
J-Lo
was there and did like 30 minutes of life. It was
which
amazing.
Was pretty awesome. I did catch her performance. I also seen Ariana Grande, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But who was there was the cast of The Hills, which is crazy.
What is that all about?
I'm actually, I seen Heidi and Spencer. I think they're cool. And the person that wasn't there that I wish was there was Kristen Cavallari. I think they kind of branded her as the B of the show, the B word.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, I guess she's not going to be part of it because of contractual obligations with E! Network. So she ain't going to be on it.
The more you know. Well, check this out. The Hills, the reason why we're bringing that up and we're like fangirling over it, more Manny than me, is because...
I really don't care about The Hills, to be quite honest.
The Hills is coming back with the original cast. They're going to make new episodes. Apparently, they all still live in L.A. 8 years after the Hills cast signs off for good, a handful of original cast members are reunited on the red carpet for the MTV VMAs. The Laguna Beach, if you remember, they all came from Laguna Beach, which was dope.
Let the Rain Fall Down and Wake My Dreams or whatever.
The spinoff that blessed us with too many iconic pop culture moments it's coming back midway.
Such as I want to forgive you, and I want to forget you.
Midway through the ceremony on Monday night, a trailer of The Hills' New Beginnings dropped, confirming that something new is on the horizon of the classic reality show. The only one I really cared about was Elsie.
I remember you said that. Yeah, you're like a huge fan. Huge.
Yeah,
huge
I love Elsie, probably because it's so close to AC.
Right.
And I thought maybe back in the day if we ever became a thing.
And it's so hot in the IE and you need AC, is that why?
Oh, yeah. We could just call it ALC.
That's funny.
I don't know.
I honestly don't care about any of them
for
people,
sure. ALC,
but I'm definitely interested in checking it out. I think Heidi and Spencer are they're crazy and controversial, and I like seeing what they do.
I feel like we're done with the Kardashians, and we need a little Hills in our lives.
You do?
That's what I think. I think this is what's going to replace the Kardashians. This is a healthy replacement.
To kind of, I've seen Kristen Cavallari's show, that new one that she has on E. It's really boring, to be quite honest. I caught one episode.
Hills back in the day.
Was it really?
It was awful.
When she was on it?
It's always been. They all they tried so hard to recreate Laguna Beach.
And like the OC, right? Isn't that what that show is?
Well, no, the OC was actually a show with like a script and actors.
Right, but wasn't Laguna Beach created as like a...
Laguna Beach was like a new style of documentary/reality show.
But it was inspired by the OC, the scripted TV show.
Well, in Orange County,
right.
yeah. But the idea was as you were watching it, if you get rid of everything you know about non-scripted television, when Laguna Beach came out, it was like... is this real or am I watching a TV show? You couldn't tell what you were watching was real or not. I mean, it was completely faked.
I just think it's probably incredibly disappointing from people all over the country who are not from LA, and then the Hills, they check that out and they only show the very nice parts of LA, and you get there and like 60% of it is ugly as heck. And yeah, I feel like that's a big it's just crazy.
Well, we have a couple scenes that we wanted to show from the Hills for all of you watching online, just to kind of refresh your memory on
know what you did.
The stupidity that was the Hills. So these are the top 5 iconic moments. We're going to show number 1 and number 3 because that just so happens to be
your iconic moments.
My most iconic
I knew it.
favorite moments, and they're really good for being stupid.
Let's check it out.
All right, Nick, show us what we got here.
What did I do? What did I do? I was there for you through everything, and now you're mad at me? It's like, oh, come on, seriously.
You know why I'm mad at you?
Why, Laura?
You know why I'm mad at
Why?
you. You know what you did.
What did I do?
You know what you did.
What did I do? What?
Honey, you're brainwashed. You're a different person now.
You guys are crazy.
Yes,
What are you talking
you're
about?
crazy.
What did I do? What did I do?
What did I do?
You guys are sick people.
What did we do?
You're sick. What did you do?
Wait, hold on.
What did
Can you
you
say
do?
it?
You started a sick little rumor about me.
What is it? Yeah, see, so the first one.
I think the rumor was that she had a sex tape.
But how long did it take before we got to it? That's the stupidity.
Right.
You
exactly.
know what she did. You know what she's drunk, so like, the chin is dropped lower. You know what did I do? What did I do?
Right.
That's good stuff. All right, let's skip to clip number 3 now, because that's just as good. Yeah, the Hills. I can't
bet
wait.
That clip right there makes Lauren Conrad's like just irks her probably at this point.
That's what started
it's
the career.
It's pretty cringe-worthy, I believe.
That's what started the career. What did I do? What did I do?
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Now look at me.
We got clip 3
next.
next. All right, go ahead.
I never stopped trying to be your friend, and you just lost interest. You just didn't care.
I don't see. This is so frustrating. Like, I don't know.
You think that I don't want my best
I think
friend
I'm not
back?
trying right now. Laura, like,
I know.
I'm texting you.
Is that
Where
really
did
what
those
you
tears
want,
come
though?
from? They just popped in.
It's like everyone doesn't want us to be friends, you know?
I remember when that happened to me and my best friend.
I'm sorry. It's just like they don't want us to be friends. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares?
I mean, they were roommates in that episode, I think. So, I mean, I could almost relate to that one. I had a pretty similar one, but it was fighting instead of crying. Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But
it's tough living with people?
Did you ever say the lines, you know what? They just don't want us to be friends.
No, it ended up with, I'll let you know if I'm going to stay in this apartment on Monday. And then I was gone on Monday. Boom.
Oh, that's great. That's good stuff. All
so,
right.
are you going to check it out, though?
I'm going to watch it.
When does it come out? Is there any date?
Not yet. Coming soon.
Okay. So, they probably haven't even shot it yet.
Probably
just
not.
Promos or whatever?
Yeah, probably not. Or if they have, they're trying to, edit it down. All right, our last top story before we get to the show tonight. Google created a fake pizza brand to test out creative strategies on YouTube. I would be upset about this because I love pizza.
I don't understand it. What is it that they did?
Okay, so what they did is the creative director of something called Unskippable Labs explained that there are certain axioms among advertisers that are never really put to the test. For example, you can't show somebody chewing food and looking at the camera.
Right.
If you think about it, like like, remember when Carl's Jr. did like the sexy soft porn style
Paris Hilton stuff, right?
Well, not just Paris Hilton. They had other models too.
Oh, okay, right.
But every time they'd eat the burger, they never were looking at the camera.
Yeah.
See, you can't do both apparently. So they thought by creating a fake pizza brand, Jones said that his team suddenly had a very different kind of freedom to be wrong. They thought, maybe I can't look directly at the camera, but Dr. Fork can do whatever he wants. That was the fake name that they put in there. Let's use the freedom of the unbranded ad to be wrong. So they did a social experiment,
right?
Pretty much, to find out if this was something that they could play with. Plus, YouTube provided Jones and his team with an enormous number of real eyeballs to test out their ideas, rather than limiting them to a small focus group. The initial experiment was developed in partnership with Nestle. The Dr. Fork ads were created to answer questions in two broad categories: the effect of sensory cues on ad effectiveness and man versus food. Example, how much human presence there should be in a food ad. So, I don't know. What if you saw a food ad for something that looked delicious, only to find out that it was fake? Wouldn't you be kind of like, you wasted my time?
I would be probably feeling like I was just robbed of... Honestly, I don't know what I would think, to be quite honest. I would probably not care.
Well, here's out of
There's always got to be that person that does care, though, and they're mad
right.
and upset, I bet.
Well, out of all the results, a couple things is they wanted edge-to-edge food in their food ads. The implications were food ads should include super close shots of the food to drive favorability and recall.
Right.
Right. And then also, bite and smile is not the only way to show a pleasurable food experience. Like a range of human food approaches are equally valid. Brands should feel there is a freedom in how they present their food being enjoyed, not constrained by bite and small. There's like a science behind how to sell food.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. How much like work goes into that? Because I thought they just pulled out a camera and boom, shot it, aired it. That's it. That's why I'm not in that business, obviously.
Yeah, I would do a Carl's Jr. ad just so I can eat free food all day.
I don't like Carl's Jr.
You know what's your fast food?
I'm not a big fast food
I know you
person.
eat healthy, but if you had to be bad, like what is your go-to?
Probably Subway.
That doesn't count.
I could live off of sandwiches. Like, I'm that basic of a human being. Like, I could do a ham sandwich, turkey sandwich, tuna sandwich, chicken sandwich.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Any type of sandwich.
How about like In-N-Out or something?
In-N-Out's bomb. I like. Oh, it would
There
be
you go.
In-N-Out then. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not a big like McDonald's. Okay, sometimes I'm a big McDonald's fan. But like I have to have some drinks in me.
But what at McDonald's?
The nuggets with the sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
But if there's no sweet and sour sauce, like they could keep the nuggets. It's all about the sauce there.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. No, In-N-Out would be mine.
That would be mine too.
I could eat In-N-Out and Popeyes are probably my top two.
Popeyes?
Oh,
you
man,
like
Do you do
Popeyes?
okay, but
I
boneless or bone in?
I can go either way, honestly.
Okay.
I just love fried chicken.
I
think they're
hate
the
when a
best.
lot of people are like, "Oh no, I
chicken.
want the bone because it gives it more flavor." I'm like, really? You could taste the difference? Because I can't, because I'm not like a chicken expert to where I'm able to differentiate the two. But I like boneless. I don't have time for the bone.
You know, we have an interview that we're going to get to tonight. Giacomo's with us. Hey, how you doing?
Yes.
Man? Oh, you got to turn on the mic. Oh, there you go. Hey,
there we go. Hey, what's up, fellas?
He's here now.
You have a fast food one that you like? You go to?
You know what? When it comes down to food, guys, I'm not the pickiest eater.
Okay.
Again, I think I like to think I have a little bit more class than McDonald's. I don't want to burn any bridges.
I hope my wife isn't listening.
Does she hate McDonald's?
She loves McDonald's.
She loves it. Okay.
Oh man.
They have really good ice cream cones.
And well,
when the machine's working.
Okay, and the fries, if you eat them within the first 3 minutes.
The fries are so good.
Yeah,
but you have to eat
really
them within
good.
the first 3 minutes of them being cooked.
Seriously, the way I think her hierarchy is I like to think I'm number one, and then her family's number two. McDonald's is like maybe 2B or 3.
Oh, okay.
You know what's pretty crazy
categories,
is when I was a kid, I was on a family vacation, and I had the flu, and I went with my dad to go pick up McDonald's.
You didn't poop your pants, did you?
Almost.
Okay.
I threw up in the bag of the food with
that's
McDonald's,
just as worse.
which is ridiculous. It was like so gross and green.
Can't take
So
you
do you think
anywhere.
that tainted your whole vision of McDonald's then?
For probably about a good like 2 hours, and then I was good to go after that because we had to go buy some fresh food because it was like completely destroyed by my vomit.
Oh yeah, no, I had a horror story with Burger King when I was a kid. They gave me
You
pretty
pooped
much
your pants?
I mean, I probably would have preferred to than what I got.
On the first episode of this show, Manny pooped his pants in the conversation.
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't feel so bad. Okay. But no, they actually they didn't give me like a patty. They just gave me just straight up ketchup in a bun.
What?
So I didn't eat Burger King
What?
for like
ketchup in a bun? That's crazy.
So darn near like maybe.
You know what's so
half a
funny?
decade.
A couple weeks ago, me and one of my friends we were at a bar down the street that sells food, and she ordered a veggie burger. Veggie burgers, typically, what does that mean to you? Is there meat in a veggie burger?
No.
There should not be.
No. And
usually
there's different types of veggie burgers.
Usually it's a veggie patty, though, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
This one had lettuce, onion, tomato, and bread. There was like no protein in that. I was rolling. I was laughing so hard.
They weren't.
But
it was vegetarian.
It was a
right.
veggie.
I mean, they kept their promise.
It was a veggie burger.
Exactly.
Veggie burger.
I thought it was
the protein.
funny though. She was like with the fork, kind of moving everything, and I'm like, "What are you looking for?" She's like, "I'm looking for the meat." And then one of her other friends was like, "You ordered a veggie burger," and I was like, "Yeah, but shouldn't it still have some protein in that thing?"
Where was this at?
This was actually at the Royal Falconer in downtown Redlands,
Oh.
which that place is bomb. They have amazing food.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so before we get to our interview tonight, because we got to take a commercial break at the bottom of the hour, we have a music review that we're going to get to.
We do have a music review that we're going to get to with Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, let's start there.
Ariana Grande.
But let's start at Panic at the Disco. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Tell us a little bit about it.
So that song is one of their new songs off their latest album that was released maybe about 3 weeks ago. And I'm a huge Panic fan. I'm a huge Brandon Urie fan.
Yeah, by the way, Brandon Urie, one of the most amazing male vocalists out there right now.
Crazy. Like, that dude's voice is insane.
Have you seen him live?
I have not. I want to.
It's amazing.
Where'd you see him at?
At UCR. They did one of those, like, those spring splash thingies.
And when was
they did
this?
Probably like 2-3 years ago.
I like his vibrato. His vibrato's like,
he even killed the DuckTales theme on late night.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes, that was DuckTales!
So you've seen him on the Death of a Bachelor tour, right?
Oh, well, I think it was, it was probably around Death of a Bachelor, but he did a lot of Vices and Virtues that night.
He's got that musical theaterness. That's why he
does
sounds
big
like,
time.
Yeah, every time he does his thing.
He was actually in a musical called, what was it called, Crazy Pants or something?
No, Kinky Boots.
Kinky Boots, exactly.
Yeah,
Crazy Pants. I don't know where that's from.
He wrote a song for the SpongeBob musical.
No way. What's it called? Do you know it?
I don't know the song.
Cyndi
but I know that he
Lauper
did.
actually wrote Kinky Boots.
Really?
You know who that is, right?
Yeah, I do know who
good.
she is. I mean, she is before my time, but I know who she is.
Okay.
But yeah, Panic at the Disco, the funny thing about that song, it's called Hey Look Ma, I Made It. The song sounds very like bright and happy. The music video, on the other hand, is very like dark. You've seen it, right?
I watched it, the thing with the puppet.
Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty crazy and intense. And at the end of the I mean, he's kind of doing drugs in the middle of the video as a puppet. So
Good
the puppet
stuff.
is doing drugs at the end of the video.
Good times.
A record label exec throws the puppet into a pile of other dead puppets, and he's done with them. Finished.
Yeah.
That's creative. We're actually going to show like the first minute and a half of the video here for a WeTube radio show. So let's take a listen to
Check
Panic at
it
the
out.
Disco. Hey, look, Ma, I made it, right here on the WeTube radio show.
All my life been hustling and tonight is my appraisal. Cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label. This world is full of demon stocks and bonds and Bible traders. So I do the deed, get up and leave a climber and a sadist, yeah. Are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest? In the garden of evil, I'm gonna be the greatest. In a golden cathedral, I'll be praying for the faithless, and if you lose, boo-hoo. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up pieces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it. Friends are happy for me, or they're honeysuckle phonies. Then they celebrate my medals, or they
I'm not going to lie. I feel like I want to be the puppet in real life. He looked like he was a rock star.
Awesome. Yeah.
He was living his best life.
That's like me every Friday. And then on Saturday, I remembered that that's not me, and then I have to get my life together.
Well, he was wearing the suits like you, so I could see how that could be.
Yeah, I don't wear suits on Fridays, though. Fridays is the Buck Wild Day, and then...
Wild. You're ridiculous. All right, let's move on. Ariana Grande. Fun fact.
Yeah.
It's Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande?
No
It's
way.
legally it's Ariana Grande.
I would take her either way, however you pronounce her name.
Okay. Well.
But anyways, so apparently she performed at the MTV Video Music Awards last night. She performed this song that we're discussing, which is
the
called
religious cult song.
Exactly. Is it If God Is a Woman or God Is Not?
No, God is a Woman.
God is a Woman. So right when I heard the title of this song, then I heard it the first time, I'm like, dang, she's definitely going to make some people pissed off and angry.
And it was very angelic and Illuminati-esque.
It was. I actually
Very
really enjoyed it.
self-indulgent.
Okay,
Yeah.
you check the
Very
performance.
self-indulgent.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I didn't care for Ariana Grande like years ago. I felt like she seemed pretty snobby, and then as she
Yeah, I
got
can
a
see
little
that.
older, I kind of liked her a little more. And she recently posted something on Twitter that said, "When I woke up this morning, I thought to myself, I really am that BITCH." And I just thought that was cool.
Congratulations on spelling.
Exactly. I'm a A+ in spelling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this song, the first time I listened to it, I thought it was good. I thought it was crazy. My dad said he hated it. He was like, "That's so stupid what she's saying." I'm like, I like this song.
Okay. All right. Let's take a listen and watch online with Ariana Grande or Grandy. God is a Woman.
You love her how I move you. You love her how I touch you, my one. When all is said and done, you believe God is a woman, and I feel it after midnight, a feeling that you can't fight, my one. It lingers when we're done. You believe God is a woman. I don't wanna waste no time, yeah. You ain't got a one-track mind, yeah. Have it any way you like, yeah. And I can tell that you know I know how I want it. Ain't nobody else can relate. Boy, I like that you ain't afraid. Baby, lay me down and let's pray. I'm telling you the way I like it, how I want it. Yeah. And I can be all the things you told me not to be.
Yeah.
God is a Woman by Ariana Grande.
I could rap to this if I knew how to rap.
If you knew how to rap?
If I knew it, yeah.
I thought you do know how to rap, Andrew. Come on, get it together.
No. I just like, yeah.
So
okay,
I know
that's all I can do.
I know, like, I mean, I don't listen to her music routinely, like, or anything. But what do you guys think about that song specifically?
I don't really care for it.
I think that's a good beat.
It's not a banger. I need club bangers.
She's not really a club banger artist, though.
This is the part when I say I don't.
That was a banger.
That
was a banger. That
was
still
one
is.
song, though.
It was the other,
sure
the
there's
one
others.
less problem without you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Two. We're on two. Okay.
Yeah, she got
All
a
right,
couple.
so I'm not into all of this. I'm gonna sing on top of a rap track kind of music.
I feel so out of place right now.
Right. Do you know who she is?
I do know who she is, but
even Drake's song, "Who Is a Rapper?" Kiki, do you love me? That's a banger. That's a banger right there.
Yeah, I love that song
It's
too.
a ballad banger.
Did you hop out of your vehicle and try it out yet, or no?
I do it every single
I was
time.
like, somebody's gonna end up dying one of these times when that happens. It's crazy.
Every time I do it, it's just like first people are like, "Why is he getting out of his car?" Oh, hey, that's it. Every time.
I'd probably roll out of my car. That's why I would never attempt it.
Right. Hey, it is the bottom of the hour, so we're going to take a quick commercial break here on the WeTube radio show. We're here with Giacomo. He's a movie critic. We're going to get to his interview here after the break. Manny Boy Sandoval.
I'm here too, everyone. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go
See
follow
y'all after the break.
Yeah, go follow Manny on
at
social
Boy
media.
Sandoval. My stuff is not that interesting.
It's
you don't want
very
to follow
exciting.
me. No, it's not.
Very exciting. We'll be right back.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292FQ Riverside, and K293CF Moreno Valley.
Hey, WeTube fans. We're AfterBuzz TV, and we bring you all the best in wrestling and sports coverage. I'm Christian Rosenberg.
And I'm Gabby Loren.
Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m., we break down WWE SmackDown Live Show on AfterBuzzTV.com. Can't watch live? Not a problem. It's available on demand on YouTube and Apple Podcast. If you've been searching for an insightful wrestling podcast, then this one's for you.
We bring the highlights, storylines, and news every week,
with a fun and lively conversation.
So don't tap out. Tune in to the SmackDown After Show on Tuesday nights with AfterBuzz TV.
Crazy Rich Asians dominate weekend box office. This is your entertainment wrap-up for NBC News Radio. I'm Andrew Caravella. Diversity is clearly paying off this year in the box office. First, it was Black Panther, and now Crazy Rich Asians, who led the box office all weekend long with $26.5 million in ticket sales. Add that to the 5-day total since last Wednesday, and the movie has toppled over $35 million already. According to The Hollywood Reporter, nearly 40% of the audience was Asian, an unprecedented showing for any Hollywood studio release. The movie, costing a modest $30 million to make, follows upon the success of such titles as Black Panther, Girls Trip, and Get Out in terms of playing to an ethnically diverse audience. Crazy Rich Asians is now playing in nearly 3,400 movie theaters nationwide. Now in other news, the complete opposite of Crazy Rich Asians happened also over the weekend. Actor Kevin Spacey hit an all-time new record in his career. His new movie, Billionaire Boys Club, opened to a record totaling $618 over the weekend. That's right, $618. Actors Ansel Elgort and Taron Egerton share top billing in Billionaire Boys Club, followed by Spacey. Emma Roberts, Jeremy Irvine, Carrie Ellis, Judd Nelson, and Billy Lord also star in the movie, which is based on the real-life club of the same name that made headlines in Southern California in the 1980s. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the ensemble crime drama quietly played in 11 theaters in select states across the U.S. following the movie's release last month on premium video on demand, where it managed to do some business. At one point, it was number 13 on iTunes. Spacey has pretty much been blacklisted in Hollywood after more than a dozen men and teen boys came forward last fall with accusations of sexual harassment and assault. And that is your entertainment wrap-up. I'm Andrew Caravella, NBC News Radio, right here on KCAA.
Hooters' new smoked wings are marinated overnight.
Then hickory smoked till they taste just right.
And with only half the calories, you can eat twice as many.
They're so good, you'll come to Hooters just for the food. Wait, this can't be right. Who wrote this?
Yeah, I thought people came here to hang out with us.
And to watch the game, and have a cold one.
Let's just stick to the script.
Sure.
Take two.
So come to Hooters for the smoked wings.
It's time to celebrate at Hooters, where there's no such thing as a party of one, and every day is twice the fun. Get your Mondays motivated with Hooters' new delicious smoked wings, or taste Hooters' mouth-watering menu all week long. Hooters, right in the middle of Canyon Crossing, where the 60 and the 215 meet in Riverside near Moreno Valley. For more info, it's 951-697-4668, or Google Hooters Moreno Valley. Open every day from 11 a.m. to midnight. Be forewarned, Hooters' new smoked wings have been found to be habit-forming.
So come to Hooters for the smoked wings.
Just don't tell Amber. She's kind of fragile.
We now return to the WeTube Radio Show, NBC News Radio on KCAA.
And we are back. This is Manny Boy Sandoval and Andrew. This is Andrew Caravella.
On air, Andrew.
So we also have a special guest with us today. And, okay, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say your name.
Yeah.
I'm going to say his name, and let's see if I get it right.
All right.
Giacomo Thalet.
No, it's Giacomo Thalet.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, I got it wrong. Okay. Say it one more time for everybody.
Giacomo Thalet.
Giacomo
Okay.
Thalet.
Yeah.
It's actually so much easier than we all make it up.
Right. Okay, so picture this, people. It's Giacomo. So I thought naturally Giacomo, right?
Yeah. That's
what
what everybody
I told
thinks.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to hate you.
I'm a horrible person.
If you say that, though.
So pretty much, if you look online at what he's got going on, he's a local guy. And
Rialto, born and raised.
Holla, i.e. in the house. He's got a new web series, The B, as in boy. Look what I did there.
Yeah,
the B Boys. Yeah, the B Boys. Sorry, I didn't mean that. They dig deep to find the hidden gems of the cinema. the B-Boys, they cover B-rated movies as movie critics, which is something that never gets done. That is like awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Breaking new ground out here. That's
B-movies,
awesome.
B-movies are good.
Yeah, no, you find some great,
Some
great
are really bad.
treasures. Well, most.
So what's your favorite B movie then?
Definitely. It's a tie, man. Everybody Goes to the Room,
right,
which is the Tommy Wiseau. They actually just made the Disaster Artist film based on with James Franco.
I love that movie so much.
Do you? Right? See,
I love it so much.
But I just recently discovered Miami Connection, which is a 19. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, I like bad B movies.
You guys are best friends. I feel
yeah, I did. We have the connection. We just became best friends.
Let's be honest. For my childhood, it's all the Three Ninja movies, all of them.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
those are
Then you would
pretty bad.
love Miami Connection. It's about ninjas on motorcycles fighting a rock band.
And by the way, not at all in Miami. It's like in Orlando.
It's in Orlando the entire time.
It should be called Orlando Connection, but I don't know. They don't like Orlando.
Doesn't roll off the tongue the same way.
I guess.
Yeah. Actually, our next B-Boys episode that we're shooting next week is Miami Connection.
That's awesome.
Because I loved it so much.
I'm like so confused right now by all of these movie titles I've never heard.
You never even heard of Three
That's
Ninjas?
the point of it.
You never heard of Three Ninjas?
I've heard of that one.
Thank
Okay.
God.
I haven't seen
Wasn't
it.
Hulk Hogan in one of them?
He was in the third one.
Yeah.
I'm so ashamed I know this.
Fun fact, Nick, name the Three Ninjas.
Oh, I can't do that.
Tum Tum, Colt, and Rocky.
Dude.
Holla,
Good job.
I have issues.
You win. You know what you win? Hawaiian Punch licorice.
Do you have any?
From the Dollar Tree.
Oh, okay.
You win my respect.
Yeah.
For whatever that's worth.
Nothing.
Priceless.
Come on. You're an engineer.
So how long have you guys been making
You wooed me.
videos?
Like
Love you, Nick.
for
Love
we started this series like earlier this year, probably in February.
Okay,
and
so
it just
fairly new.
spawned of a group of us who were sitting in my garage watching Bloodsport, which is a Jean-Claude Van Damme film.
Oh, a C movie.
Exactly. Sometimes we go all the way down to Z. We're non-discriminatory when it comes to the lettuce. But yeah, and we're just like we had so much fun just reveling in this glory that we were just like, why not just record ourselves doing this and talking about it?
How long does it take you guys to record an episode? Because I know that probably a lot goes into it.
It does. Well, it takes the setup time, which could be 1 to 2 hours, depending on if tech is
Right,
going to
and
be
are
good.
you filming, or is it like you guys, like the camera's on the entire time during the movie?
The camera's on the entire time of the movie, and then we shift locations. I actually built like a mini movie theater in my garage with a big projector screen that we shoot it at, and then we flip the room around so that we have a round table, sit around that, and discuss the film. That process within itself is like 2 hours just to talk about it.
I love it.
And then we cut in. So what you're seeing on the show is actually our reactions to the series, our reaction to the film, intercut with our panel discussion. So you can actually, if you're not visually watching it, you can even have it on in the background like a podcast.
Right.
But we do have the clips there, so you can kind of put two and two together.
Right. And I have seen his Insta snaps. He has like an amazing setup in your garage. You said that's where that's at.
Yeah,
right?
thanks. Yeah.
Always throwing like backyard movie night parties and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
we have a big screen that we throw up there.
You've always been a big movie person then.
Since I came out the womb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out the womb.
Yeah. So actually, we're not gonna be critiquing B movies tonight. We got some big ones that we're gonna talk about.
Some good ones, actually.
Including the one from the entertainment wrap up, Crazy Rich Asians. But before we do that, we're actually gonna roll the trailer right now for Crazy Rich Asians. In case you haven't heard of this movie, according to reports, 40% of Americans that went to go see this last weekend were actually Asian of some kind, which is a first for Hollywood. It's like first Black Panther, and now it's Asians, Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah. That sounds like it's a reboot of The Hills or something.
Right. So let's take a look at the trailer real quick so we can see what all the hype is about with this movie. Take a look.
Rich, we've been dating for over a year now, and I think it's about time people met my beautiful girlfriend. What about us taking an adventure east?
Like Queens?
Singapore, Colin's wedding. Don't you want to be my family?
I hardly know anything about them. Every time I bring them up, Nick changes the subject. Maybe his parents are poor and he has to send them money.
Let's take a bags and get you checked into first class.
We can't afford this. So your family is rich?
We're comfortable.
That is exactly what a super rich person would say.
Money.
1.2 million.
That's what I want.
The Nick you're dating is Nick Young? Yeah, you guys know them or something?
Hells yeah. They're just the biggest developers in all of Singapore.
That's what I... Damn, Rachel. It's like the Asian Bachelor.
These people aren't just rich, they're crazy rich.
Oh, you really should have told me that you're like the Prince William of Asia.
That's ridiculous. Much more of a Harry. Mom, this is Rachel Tue.
She just thinks you're some like unrefined banana.
No. Those are for your fingers.
Yellow on the outside or white on the inside.
Do something crazy!
I chose to raise a family. For me, it was a privilege. But for you, you may think it's old-fashioned.
Don't you want Nick to be happy?
I know you're not what Nick needs.
She's like trying to play a game of chicken with me, thinking I'm gonna swerve like a chicken.
But you can't swerve. You gonna roll up and be like,
Bok bok, bitch.
okay, maybe like not as aggressive.
I met a girl, I fell in love, and I want to marry her.
You're Nicholas Young. You're untouchable. But Rachel's not.
Have you prepped Rachel to face the wolves?
You know I'm back, like I never left.
I really admire you. It takes guts coming all the way over here, facing Nick's family.
Another day, another breath.
I know this much. You will never be enough.
Yo, it's about time someone stood up to Aunt Eleanor. Well, you, not me. Oh, God. She can't know I was ever here.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this.
Ever since I can remember, my family has been my whole life. Rachel!
If Nick chose me, he would lose his family. And if he chose his family, he might spend the rest of his life resenting you.
You nasty, you kinda nasty, you got nastier.
Glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again.
Yeah, all right. Manny boy Snapchatting over here. I didn't realize.
I didn't know what was
that
going
what I
on
was
either.
doing? Yeah, the first one was good because like I was prepared, and then the second one I'm like, what the heck? Like, I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh
Anyways,
my God.
So
I really like the music in that trailer.
Well, that's because you like pop music.
I love the music in that trailer.
Yeah. So, Giacomo, talk to me about this. Why is this movie so successful?
Well, like you alluded to it earlier, it's this whole thing about the representation. It's been 25 years, believe it or not, that a mainstream Hollywood film has featured an all-Asian cast.
Wow.
That was in '93 Joy
Ninja
Luck Club.
Turtles, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, what was it?
Joy Luck Club.
Joy Luck Club.
Joy Luck Club.
Joy Luck Club.
Don't ask me what it's about. I do not know.
Also Ninja Turtles, but
yeah, that one was a little earlier. But yeah, so that's why this is like doing such big business. I believe it made like 27 mil over the weekend, something
35.
like. Oh, was it? Oh, that was over the 5 day.
5
it came.
days,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
35.
Cool. Yeah, so that's really big numbers for something like this.
Right.
So when I saw it, it was a full house. So I knew it was going to do big business.
Does that mean like since it's been successful that there's going to probably be other films that follow its lead?
It may. Like, for example, last year we saw a resurgence of kind of quote-unquote woke films when Get Out came out.
Yeah.
This year alone we've had like Black Klansman, we've had Blind Spotting, we've had Sorry to Bother You, all kind of following that similar trend.
Right.
So perhaps we will start seeing an influx, maybe not just in Asian Americans in film, but like other ethnicities as well. Especially, Black Panther was so.
Now
big.
you see, there's a Bollywood, that's India. There's a Nollywood, that's Nigeria. Nigeria, yeah, over in Africa.
Gotcha.
And then there's other ones throughout the world that are similar to it. But Hollywood in America is where you have to make it or break it.
Exactly.
So when you take the concept of an all Asian cast of something that would do very well in like in a China or a Korea or like a Japan, and you put that in an American market, which has clearly not been done to this caliber before.
Yeah.
Example, the all-black cast in Black Panther, being an American movie. When you take that formula and you drop it in here, America being a melting pot of ethnicity and culture, I mean, it's exploding.
No,
it's happened twice.
Is.
I don't think it's a fluke that there's something here that's a moneymaker, huge moneymaker.
Yeah, and we even, not to the biggest extent of these films, but in the animation realm, we saw Coco last year, which was Disney's big Latino film.
That was a huge thing
too. That was really big too. But even with that one, the little thing that irked me with that was because Disney insisted on putting this 30-minute Frozen short in the beginning.
I heard a lot of
to
people
put butts in the
about
seats.
that.
Yeah, which they didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
So it just annoyed more people than not. So they ended up taking it out like 2 weeks into its release.
Oh,
so
really?
So again, I don't know. This is just my conspiracy theory. Maybe they didn't exactly know how this kind of film was going to play out, so they were like, let's put a safe bet. Like
Are you implying?
Frozen.
Are you implying they didn't think a racially driven animated flick was going to go over well with the American population, so they put some white chick that was animated before it just to be safe?
I'm not saying that at all.
Oh,
but
okay. Well.
but we did see a similar film with The Book of Life a couple years back, which
Uh-huh.
was a similar animated film with the Latino premise, and that didn't do too well.
Never heard of it.
Exactly.
That's all you need to know.
The more you know.
Yeah, but with the Crazy Rich Asians, I don't know if you guys know this, but actually China is next to Hollywood, the biggest market right now for movies.
Huge film market.
Huge. So even if a movie tanks here, there's the chances it's going to do stellar over there. I know the Transformers films are really popular there.
And what people don't remember is, well, how can that be? We're America.
Mhm.
Okay, there's like 60 some odd million people that live here.
Yeah.
China's got like over 1 billion people. Okay,
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
does India. That's like 3 point whatever times more than what we have here. So things get seen a little more and are a little more exploited and exposed in other countries.
Yeah, it's like exactly the reason that Dwayne Johnson movie Skyscraper takes place in, I think it was Hong Kong.
Right.
Because there was no really reason for the plot to take place there, but yet there it is.
I didn't
and-
really think there was a reason for the movie, but that's just me.
there wasn't at all.
He's had like 3 movies come out this year: Rampage, Skyscraper, and something else.
Why you
He's
gotta
not the
be
highest
so
paid guy in Hollywood for nothing.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be so shady over there, Andrew?
Because it's The Rock. I mean, come on.
I wear my Rock shirt to the gym. Don't
What
disrespect
is-
him like that,
What
all
is
right?
going on in his life? Dwayne Johnson, what is going on in your life that you have to do so many Hollywood blockbusters in the same year?
He's running out of money.
He likes money.
He is not running out of money.
You don't know his life.
He has enough money to buy a small island.
He's got that production company too. So,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, he's that $7 Entertainment.
$7 Entertainment.
$7 Entertainment.
Oh wow!
And so and they have all kinds of projects going too. I think they produce Ballers.
I guess
Just that
the HBO
alone.
series.
Yeah.
I guess his version of running out of money is just different from like yours and I's. So that's
I guess.
I only have $50 million. I need to make more.
Whatever. All right, let's move on to our next trailer. Okay, I'm not too familiar with this one. So
Yeah, and that's kind of the reason why I chose it, because
Sure.
it is still out in theaters now, and I would love for more people to watch this.
all right, so this is 8th grade. I'm assuming it has to do with 8th graders.
Yeah.
I remember that time in my life all too well. Just kidding. I went from 5th grade to 9th grade in my memory banks. I
Yeah.
don't remember 6th, 7th, or 8th grade.
it's all a blur.
Yeah, for specific purposes. But let's go ahead and roll this trailer and take a look at it.
Hey guys, it's Kayla back with another video. So, the topic of today's video is being yourself. Being yourself can be hard, and it's like, aren't I always being myself? And yeah, for sure. But being yourself is like not changing yourself to impress someone else. A lot of people like call me quiet or shy or whatever, but I'm not quiet.
Most quiet, Kayla Day.
I don't talk a lot at school, but if people talk to me and stuff, they'd find out that I'm like really funny and cool and talkative. By the way, I like your shirt a lot. It's like so cool. What?
One more week of 8th grade, huh?
Huh?
I said one more week of 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, huh? Okay, so growing up can be a little bit scary and weird.
We will begin to explore these changing bodies of yours. It's gonna be lit.
As always, make sure to share and subscribe to my channel. Gucci!
I think you're so cool. Maybe you just need to put yourself out there a little.
I'm gonna stop eating with you if you keep doing
you said I could say one thing.
I'm really nervous all the time. I try really hard not to feel that way. But you just need to face your fears and let people know the real you.
Just grab my phone. How to charge it?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I charge it too. But my phone, Just because things are happening right now doesn't mean they're always gonna happen.
What was in there?
Just sort of my hopes and dreams.
Right.
I was a complete mess when I was your age. Really? 8th grade is the worst. You never know what's next, and that's what makes things exciting and scary and fun.
When did you get Snapchat? What grade?
5th grade.
5th grade? What? Yo, see?
I hated
Wow.
middle
Yeah.
school.
That trailer,
it.
that's pretty intense. That entire trailer all the way through.
I have flashbacks right now, and I am sad.
Yeah, you may not want to see the movie then.
I'm not gonna see the movie. That will bring back too many horrible memories for
It'll
me.
bring back that time I got stung on, like by a bee on lunch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was the worst thing that happened to you in 8th grade.
I got kicked once. And that was
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I just
Yeah.
hated the whole experience of
me
middle
too.
school.
Me
It
too.
just
8th grade was really, really hard for me. I mean, middle school in particular, as a whole, but 8th grade in particular,
I
was
didn't
rough.
get beat up.
Right.
I didn't get bullied, but like I just hated it.
Yeah.
It was just an awful place to be.
I think that's when I became antisocial and learned to be an introvert. Was like during 8th grade. It was like socially, it was really, really rough.
I think that was the tough part for me. Is I've always been very opinionated, and then that would make people mad or make people like me. Ever since then, so
Mostly mad.
probably half and half. It seemed like half and half.
Probably more mad.
I had to kick a lot of people in 8th grade. I wasn't good at punching, so I had to kick.
Yeah, it was a horrible place to be. That's why when I see like the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon and they're like trying to glorify that time in life, dirty lies.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty lies.
What about you? How was your middle school experience?
Honestly, mine was probably different than a lot of people. I went to Catholic school for 9 years of my life.
Oh, they would beat you.
Yeah.
Are they wilding out in there or what?
Yeah, they really were. Like stuff I can't even say on the radio.
Right.
It's okay, we'll talk when we go off there. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
Sworn to secrecy?
No, I didn't do it. I was the good boy.
Right.
But yeah, so mind you, I wasn't like raised Catholic. I just went for the education.
Okay.
But yeah, no, the kids were rotten. Like they were like. Thank God, I do have some close friends from that time period that are still cool with me now. But the rest, I just couldn't wait to get away from. Like I even went to high school, a Catholic high school for 1 year.
Yeah.
Worst year ever.
Okay.
And I switched over to public school, my first public school ever.
Which was?
Cajon High School, San
Cajon,
Bernardino.
okay,
Go Cowboys. And I swear, from that sophomore year to my senior year, best years of my life.
Okay. That's awesome.
Because, you know, the typical Disney Channel freeform high schools where you see, like, the jocks being, you know, stereotypical jocks with the cheerleaders and the nerds. That was all at the private school.
Mm-hmm.
When you came over to the public school, I was surprised. It was like a big melting pot. Everybody.
So it's way more.
I'm not gonna say everybody loved each other, but they
Right.
were at least cordial.
Those groups are a lot more transparent than in the Catholic school system. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to regular public school.
So did I all the way through.
Yeah, but like despite like me having that different experience,
Right.
the emotions that like are in this film resonate like universally because like they're dealing with a modern 8th grader. We're dealing with, you know, the Snapchat stuff we didn't have.
Snapchat 5th grade.
Exactly.
It's like in 5th grade, I was trying to figure out what I was going to rent from Blockbuster that night for my video games if I was good all week.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
Not to date myself.
I was gonna say, so what resonated with you with that film that made you chose to share that today?
It's a twofold thing, both in the context of the movie and outside of it. Outside the film, it's written and directed by Bo Burnham, one of my favorite stand-up comedians. I definitely recommend him.
That's crazy. So it's written by a comedian.
Exactly. So it is a comedy. The trailer looks a little intense, but
Right.
it's very funny. Probably one of the funniest films I've seen all year. But yeah, so he pretty much took a break from stand-up comedy, which is evident in his last Netflix special, that he's not so happy being a comedian. He wants to do something more with his life.
Okay.
And a year later, he comes out with this film, which is brilliant. And then what he does, he captures the raw human emotion. Doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 12 like the little girl in the movie, or you could be 45. No matter how old you are, you have felt at least one of these feelings.
Right.
And it's done in such excruciating detail that it tugged at the heartstrings. I started tearing up a little bit, which is hard to do for me in a movie.
The sad part that I noticed from the film that kind of, I guess, resonated with me is the fear of feeling left out.
Exactly.
And a lot of kids feel that. Like, you don't want to be the kid who's left out. You stress yourself out over nothing.
No, I'm glad you brought that up because the film's rated R. And the only reason it's rated R is because we have a strict MPAA system where if you say the F word more than twice, you get an R rating. There's nothing R rated about this film other than the kids swear a couple of times, which is normal in 8th grade. Like who of us are saints that didn't say a few words back then?
Right.
So a couple of theater chains a couple weeks ago just said, forget the R rating. We're going to let teens come and watch the movie for free. Because it's an important film that even 8th graders, people going into 8th grade, should watch. Theaters were sold out, packed.
Very cool. So we're gonna play a game with you here.
Okay.
If you're down to.
I am.
All right. We got a couple minutes left in the show. It's called Would You Rather.
Would you rather? I've played this a couple times.
Let's hit the music. Okay.
This is the PG version, though, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna ask you, two things, and you have to pick which one and justify it.
Lay 'em on me, brother.
First thing, would you rather be the smartest person or the hottest person?
The smartest person.
Okay.
And that's because I could find a way to make myself hot to people.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather be the hottest person, just because as being the hottest person, you don't have to work as hard
to
achieve.
Right. Yes.
I can see that.
The hottest person, I would be the hottest person as well because life just comes easier to you.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Would you rather save the life of a starving African child that you will never meet or have an actual working lightsaber?
I would save the African child that I would never meet.
I will save the African child.
Dude, lightsaber.
That's how good of a person I am.
Yeah, a lightsaber's dope though. But I will have to save a life.
No, lightsaber for me.
That's so messed up, Andrew. I always knew that would have been your answer.
All right. Would you rather have a rewind button in your life or have a pause button in your life?
I'm going to go on pause because sometimes I feel like I juggle too many things and I just need a few extra hours during the day to take a nap.
I'm going to rewind because knowing me, I just do things impulsively and then I'm like, oh no, go back.
Pause button for me. Remember Click the movie where Adam Sandler beats the crap out of his boss?
Yeah.
I need a pause button in life to get back at some people. All right. Would you rather use your bare hands to end the life of an average human baby or 100 cute puppies?
What? What was the question?
Would you rather use your bare hands to end the life of a baby or 100 puppies?
I'm pleading the fifth on this one, Andrew.
You
I have to.
You have to pick one.
Listen, I'm going to have to go with the puppies. Unfortunately, I know they feel everything and there's no way to justify this answer, but the baby is a human and I'm a human, so that's my justification
you share that bond.
for that one. Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
All right, what's cuter, baby penguin, baby monkey?
Baby monkey.
Baby monkey all the way.
Okay, I have some good ones. I have one for you guys.
Okay.
So, would you rather, for one entire year, have to walk around with a sombrero?
Okay.
Or clown shoes?
Sombrero, they're dope.
Yeah, I would wear the sombrero. I would do that regardless.
I would rather have the clown shoes. Just because you can hide them under a desk or something.
Hey, guys, that is the WeTube radio show. I'm Andrew Caravella. Find me on air, Andrew.
And this is Manny Boy Sandoval. You can find me at Boy Sandoval on Instagram. You don't want to follow me anywhere else because I'm kind of bored.
And then on YouTube, where do we find you, Giacomo?
You go on YouTube, type in The B-Boys, and you can find our latest episode on the Apple. And also on social media, follow me, GIAC Studios. Jock Studios.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time right here on the WeTube radio show. Later.
Next week.
Later.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM,